Well, hello and welcome. This is Mark from the Swamp School, and I wanted to give you a quick little kind of behind the scenes tour of our online program. I have logged in as one of our demo users, and I want to show you kind of what our website looks like from the inside as far as if you were one of our online students. So I have set up a number of classes here that you can take a look at, and we've got kind of a listing here kind of by categories of some of the classes, and these are all of our online classes, again categorized. Now you can see the other classes. They're not necessarily what you've enrolled in, but as you can see, we have a whole bunch of classes listed here for different dates, different topics. For example, if we go to our stream restoration program, you will see we've got the 100 level one here, the stream physics, things like that that are already loaded in. Now, if I'm already enrolled in a class, I've got a list here under my courses, and I've got my wetland delineation training. I also have access to my regional supplement library, and then we also have our new and improved Swamp School Student Center, which we'll go through. So just a real quick take a look behind the scenes here. This is our wetland delineation class, and this is one of our more popular classes. And as you can see, we have a lot of information here. If we want to just kind of go through a typical day, let me just scroll down to maybe soils would be a good example. We have pretty much a standard format. Each week we have a discussion topic, and we've got a post a topic in here, and we have some people that are discussing different types of topics in whatever our prompt is here, and we get a discussion going with the class, and that's a lot of fun. And then I have to go back here. We go back to our soils again, and we have some resource material. So we have the keys to soil taxonomy, we have a link to a web soil survey, and then we have video presentations, and we go into some examples of whatever topic we're trying to cover. So the different soils presentations, soil taxonomy presentations. We'll have a quiz occasionally, and then we'll have an assignment, something that you would have to submit in. We also have in here our virtual swamp tours, and as long as we're on the topic of soils, I'll just click this one, which is our wetland soils topic. And you will see a quick little video, and I'll just play it very quickly. And this is basically the soil pictures here, and you can see we're getting into some examples of how to take a soil sample. And then you can see we also go so far as to show you how to fill out the form, which we get into here as well. I'll just hit the play button here. So just some examples there. So that's an example of some of the data that presentations that we give you on the soil example. And we have that for all of the material, and you can see we've got a number of topics in here: soils, vegetation, hydrology. We've got report writing on-site and off-site methods, and again our virtual swamp tours, which is essentially the field portion of the class, which a lot of people ask a lot of questions about. Then we also have you filling out data forms, and we give you instructions on how to fill out the data forms. And we get to different points: wetlands, uplands, and then finally the wetland delineation field exercise. So lots and lots of stuff to do. It's a lot of fun. There's 12 modules for this one, and it gets you through the whole process. Now, you might be asking, okay, well, I want to go over the regional supplements. This is pretty much, the nuts and bolts of how to do wetland delineation. But what about those regional supplements? As part of your subscription to the class, you have access to all of these different regions, and we have presentations. We have different, for example, here's the Atlantic Gulf coastal plain. We have the hydrology indicators, the group A, S, and F soil indicators. We have the wetland indicators. We have a specific plant list listed here. So we've got a lot of resource materials just for that region, and you have access to all of this. So this is all part of your subscription. You basically get a complete access to the program. So it wouldn't matter where you are working. So if you want to go through one or more of these, you're more than welcome to do that. And that's kind of the fun part about this. So we've got a lot of stuff there. And we'll scroll back up here. And the last thing I wanted to talk about was our Student Center. This is brand new, and we've just set this up to basically kind of replicate that in-class kind of feel that you'd get. Now, you're going to be interacting with students with the discussion boards in class, but you might want to have an offline conversation. Well, we do have a thing called BigBlueButton, which is, if you're familiar with Zoom, which a number of you may be now, we actually have something similar. The difference is that this is, unlike Zoom, this is completely locked down into our schools, so we don't have worldwide access. There's no Zoom bombing that can go on here, and basically you can join a session, and even if the moderator or the teacher isn't there, you can actually get a discussion going with your fellow students. You'll have basically an opportunity to talk to students. You can just simply say, I'm going to try out this. I'll just put that microphone here. It's going to give me a bunch of stuff. It's going to run some tests, and we're good to go. And essentially, Right now I'm just talking to myself, but that's okay. But you have a chat capability, and then you've actually have video sharing if we enable that. You want to enable that, we can run that for you as well. And if the moderator jumps in, they'll take care of that, or we can pass that on to a student as well. But you can actually have a conversation with another student without actually having to involve the moderator. So it's a way to actually have a real-time conversation, and that's kind of cool. And there's no extra login. You're already a student. You're already enrolled in this. You're good to go. So just close that, and you're basically it'll show you your interactions. If you want to record it, you can also record it. Now, we have some other features in here. We have a discussion forum. This is just to post some technical questions, and these are pretty much the standard. You basically start a discussion, you add a new topic, and then you just get a discussion going. What's your subject, what's your message, any attachments, any tags you want to put on there. But basically a student discussion board. And this could be everything from help, I don't know what that plant is, to I have a technical question about soils. And, maybe you just want to get a conversation going. What do you think about the new, navigable water rule, things like that. So, it's a way to have a kind of an offline, it's not live, but it's very close to live in terms of it, but it's just asynchronous. So you can have a conversation there. It's great for, what is this plant? That's a great one. Now, the other one is the jobs. We've had a lot of requests for this over the years. So what we've done is we've given you a place to post a resume or to post a wetland job. If you're an employer and you want to hire somebody, here's a great place to post your job. If you're, an employee looking for a job, here's a great place to post your resume. Presumably the employers would be looking at this as well. So we've got a place to post your information there as well. So that's kind of fun, and we definitely encourage you to use that as much as you'd like. It's the same kind of discussion board type thing. So you post your resume, attach your resume to it, and you're good to go. Similarly, we've also had requests from, believe it or not, it's actually more the kind of the developer side of the world, where they're looking for qualified wetland delineators. We've gotten requests, do you know anybody who is a good wetland delineator in a particular area? So what we've asked is, well, tell us about your project. So here's an opportunity for we may be posting these on behalf of a developer necessarily, but it's a place to look for project postings. So either if you're a student and you're looking to build a team and you want a bunch of help with some groups, this would be a good place to put that. Or if we do get some kind of non-technical students for different types of classes, and they say, hey, I'd like to post a project. I've got a big subdivision I'm putting in, and I would like to get some help with wetland delineation. Here's my project. Please submit your bid. That kind of approach. So that's what this is for. So we've actually had a lot of requests for that over the years. So we thought here's a good place to put it. And then, of course, last but not least, we've got a lot of fun classes. And if you want to enroll in a class, this just pops up a link back over to the Swamp School site where you can post or register for a class as we have them available. So that is the wrap up for this. Hope that was helpful. If you have any questions, just drop us a line. We have a really nifty, neat chat feature on our homepage. Give that a try, and we're happy to answer any questions. And we hope to see you out here in the swamp.